Okay, this is a short little message for y'all today. As y'all can see, we in the car again. I'm unprepared again. I don't got a cut again, but you feel me? It's not about my personal appearance. It's about the knowledge that's leaving my lips. So y'all pay attention. This is important. I think the word, or not even a word, but like I guess the phrase "patience is a virtue." Patience is really a virtue. And I ain't gonna just tell y'all the generic version like, oh, you should be patient because, your time will come or just patience is a good thing to have because you don't want to rush God's time. And like, I don't want to give y'all that whole spiel because I'm sure y'all heard it time and time again. So, I'm not gonna just repeat what's already been said. But I will say in a different way. I will say it in a different way. And not that those ways are wrong, but I just think the way that it will stick to you guys is if you like hear it from a different perspective. So, you feel me? That's going to be the topic of today's video. What it do? That's your boy, Chief OTW. You feel me? The finest. You feel me? The most helpfulness guy on YouTube. I'm a little distracted right now, and I'm not editing none of this. So y'all going to see all the little cuts and the awkward cut scenes and the pauses and all that. So y'all stay tuned. Skip if y'all don't want to see me just blank. It's like, nah. All right. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, DFG4, all that, blah, blah, blah. DFG4L, all that. Love y'all boys. I don't have an episode for y'all. I'm bad. Anyways, let's get into it. The reason I wanted to talk about patience today is because I kind of got a message. I was on the phone. I was having a conversation with one of, a select young lady. And I don't know why I said it like that. I feel like I'm so old. But anyways, I was having a conversation with this girl earlier this morning, and we were talking about, I guess, just plans and how we were planning or how she was planning to like, reside somewhere or live somewhere. But like, she wasn't sure if like certain things were gonna align and to fall into place. So she was gonna have to find someplace else to live and da 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 da. And, that just kind of reminded me, like, I've been in several situations myself to where I've rushed something so much. Like, I literally did everything in my power to make things go faster. Like, I did all I could to get the outcome that I wanted. And with my rushing, I did not get the outcome I wanted. In fact, I got the worst outcome possible. But lo and behold, like 2 weeks later, maybe a week later, maybe even a day later, if I didn't rush, bro, the thing that I wanted to happen happened probably the next day after. And that just kind of like, it threw me a curveball every time because I really thought like, bro, I'm doing all I can. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me just try to get this. Let me try to get this. For example, my license, bro. I got my license at 16. I was rushing my license, bro. I made sure, I'm like, okay, I set the appointment for the day right after my permit expired. But I go to the DMV. I go to the day right after my permit expired. They said, oh, you can't take the test today. You have to come the day after that. It has to be a full year in a day. I'm like, bro, it was on the day that it was supposed to, like, you feel me, be there. So I'm like, bro, like, come on, bro. So we drove 40 minutes there, couldn't take the test. Go back. I set the appointment for, like, I guess, because it wouldn't let me set it for the next day. The next open appointment was like 3 weeks later. I'm like, bro, no way. So I set the appointment. I get there. Oh, it can only be you and the driver in the car. My little baby brother was with me, and he couldn't be in the car as I'm taking bro, my baby brother couldn't be in the car as I'm taking the test. So I'm like, bro, and it's just me, my mom, and my baby brother. So I'm like, what you mean, bro? Like, obviously my mom not gonna leave my little brother with a stranger. So we done drove all the way out there, and my mom was talking to the lady. She was like, okay, can somebody else sit in the car with him? No, it has to be a parent. I'm like, bro, y'all are doing the absolute most. And because I'm like, bro, you feel me? I need to get this today. I need to get it today because I was eager to get on the road. My mom was like, we're gonna have to come back, just schedule it for another time. I'm like, bro, I'll schedule it for another time. I'm like, duh, I get home, bro. I'm just thinking like, bro, I'm way past the date I was trying to get my license. So I schedule it for, I think, like 2 months later. Bro, I go there with my nana, my grandma, bro. We get there, I take the test, I get my license. And, all this to say, like, just throughout the whole course of this, my mom kept telling me, like, bro, you're rushing it, because sometimes I show up without no paperwork. I probably went to the DMV like 6 times, and it took me on the 6th time to get my license. And, you know, all of this could have been prevented had I read they sent me a whole email of what I needed. But I don't want to bore y'all with a story of how I got my license. I want to say that, like, bro, sometimes the things that you want will come at a later time. Like, not everything that you want will come to you on the date that you want it to come to you. For example, there's a thing called, you know, I guess, I don't know the exact term, but I guess in my words, I'm gonna put it as, you know, letting it cultivate or letting it grow. Like, there's certain things that you have to let, I guess, you know, what's the word? I don't want to sound like overly, like, I don't want to be doing too much, but basically you have to let it like grow, and you have to let it be nurtured, and you have to let it like mature over time. Like, just because you want something in this current moment don't mean you need it in that current moment. And, you know, I'm realizing that a lot just as I get older, just with the different things I want to do in my life, and just with different people I'm meeting, and just the life experiences I'm hearing from everybody else. It's just, I really realize that the biggest thing that people don't take, you know, advantage of is being patient. Like, a lot of times when people are looking for an answer and they can't find it, it's because they're rushing it. Like, they're rushing the process. Like, they're not letting time pass and letting it really like come to, like, the full answer come to them. They're trying to get half answers. They're trying to look for every little way to get the answer. And at the end of the day, they're just gonna end up they're running themselves crazy, driving themselves crazy. So again, bro, like, let me slow down, because I think I'm talking too much. I'm getting out of breath. I'm getting everywhere. But yes, bro, like, honestly, being patient is something to really take advantage of, because there's certain things that you may want for you that's bad for you, and there's some things that you might not want for you that you might not think you need, which is good for you. And, you know, you'll never know what you're getting until it happens. And don't let that go over your head. You'll never know what you're getting until it happens. For example, if you have an idea of something that you want, you really don't know what you're getting. You just know about the idea. But until it actually happens and you can say that you've experienced it, then you know what you're getting. So, for example, a lot of things seem cool and seem idealistic to have, but when you actually have it, it's like, oh, this is not all what I thought it would be, and like, I don't really care for it that much. But there's certain things that you might not even think about, that you might not even consider, and later down the line, it just comes to you, and turns out this is the thing you needed to get to the next level in your life. So, bro, just don't take, you know, these hidden or not hidden, but these subtle gifts or blessings that you may have in your life, that you will have in your life. Don't take them for granted, because, you know, although you might not have been looking for them, they came to your life for a reason. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all for today's video. 𝐷𝐿, again, I love y'all. Y'all make my world go around. And you know, that sounds kind of sad knowing that I've only met probably like 20 of y'all in real life, but I really do like helping y'all, bro. I think that, you know, like, the more I put these videos out, no matter how much, like, again, I doubt myself sometimes. Sometimes I think this off for no reason. Sometimes I think it's just bots watching me. Just cut me off like that. That just kind of pissed me off. 𝐷𝐿, I love y'all. And I can't do the sign right now, but y'all know what it is. Y'all do it for me. 𝐷𝐿, I can't do it. But yeah, I love y'all. Bye.